Chelsea Football Club is reportedly ramping up its efforts to sign AFC Bournemouth's central defender, Illia Zabarnyi, in the wake of a significant injury setback to one of their own key center-backs, Wesley Fofana. The 22-year-old Ukrainian international has emerged as a primary target for the Blues, who are urgently seeking to strengthen their defensive ranks to ensure they remain competitive in both domestic and European competitions. This pursuit has become a focal point for Chelsea as they look to reinforce their backline. A move that could have profound implications for their season and long-term squad development. Wesley Fofana, who was brought to Chelsea in a high-profile transfer from Leicester City, had quickly established himself as a crucial figure in the team's defense. His presence, athleticism, and tactical awareness had made him an indispensable part of manager Enzo Maresca's defensive plans. However, Fofana's recent injury has left a glaring void in Chelsea's defense, one that the club is keen to address as soon as possible. The French defender's absence not only weakens Chelsea's defensive solidity, but also disrupts the tactical balance that Maresca has been working tirelessly to implement. Without Fofana's composure and leadership at the back, Chelsea's defensive structure has been compromised, leaving them vulnerable to both individual errors and collective lapses. This setback has prompted Chelsea's management to fast-track their search for a reliable, high-quality center-back who can step in and seamlessly integrate into the team. Given the heightened demands of competing on multiple fronts, including the Premier League, FA Cup, and European tournaments, it is essential for Chelsea to fill the gap left by Fofana to ensure they can continue to challenge for major honors. The injury has undoubtedly accelerated the urgency with which the club is pursuing defensive reinforcements, and Illia Zabarnyi has become the standout option in this pursuit. Illia Zabarnyi has quickly established himself as one of the most promising young defenders in the Premier League. Since joining AFC Bournemouth from Dynamo Kyiv in 2023, the 22-year-old Ukrainian has impressed with his solid performances in the heart of the defense. Standing at 6 feet 2 inches, Zabarnyi possesses a formidable physical presence that allows him to dominate aerial duels and assert his authority against some of the most powerful attackers in the league. His size, combined with his tactical intelligence, makes him a highly effective and reliable central defender, capable of reading the game and making crucial interceptions at key moments. Despite his youth, Zabarnyi has already earned 43 caps for the Ukrainian national team. It's an achievement that underscores his experience and maturity on the international stage. His performances for Ukraine have been consistently strong, further enhancing his reputation as one of Europe's most exciting defensive talents. Zabarnyi's ability to read the game, coupled with his strong tackling and aerial prowess, makes him the ideal candidate for a club like Chelsea, who are looking to reinforce their defensive options with someone who can perform at the highest level. Chelsea's interest in Illia Zabarnyi is said to be driven by the club's need to fill the defensive gap left by Fofana's injury, but also by their long-term vision of strengthening the squad. Enzo Maresca, Chelsea's manager, has been vocal about his admiration for Zabarnyi's abilities, describing him as a huge talent and someone who could make an immediate impact at Stamford Bridge. With the Blues looking to challenge on multiple fronts, a player of Zabarnyi's caliber would provide the necessary stability and depth in the backline. His youth, potential, and versatility make him an ideal addition to a Chelsea defense that is already well-stocked with experienced players, but which now requires an infusion of fresh talent. Bournemouth, however, are reportedly aware of Chelsea's growing interest in Zabarnyi, and the club has set a hefty valuation of £50 million for the Ukrainian defender. This price tag reflects not only Zabarnyi's talent, but also his importance to the Cherries, who have relied heavily on him for their defensive solidity this season. Chelsea's willingness to meet this valuation will be a key factor in the potential transfer, as the club will need to balance their financial considerations with the urgency of filling the void left by Fofana's injury. However, Chelsea may face significant competition for Zabarnyi's signature. Reports have indicated that other Premier League clubs, notably Tottenham Hotspur, are also monitoring the situation, which could drive up the price further and make negotiations more complicated. Spurs' interest in the defender could create a bidding war, and Chelsea will need to act quickly to secure the player before rival clubs potentially swoop in. Bournemouth, currently enjoying a respectable position in the Premier League, are understandably reluctant to part with one of their key defensive assets in the middle of the season. Zabarnyi has been a cornerstone of their defense this season, playing in every Premier League match and playing an integral role in helping the team maintain a solid defensive record. His performances have earned him praise from both his teammates and the club's management, and his contributions have been crucial to their ongoing success. To secure his services for the long term, Bournemouth extended Zabarnyi's contract until 2029, a move that reflects their ambition to build a competitive squad around their talented defender. This long-term contract places the Cherries in a strong negotiating position, allowing them to command a substantial transfer fee should they entertain the idea of selling Zabarnyi. While Bournemouth may be open to offers, it is likely that they will only consider a sale if they receive an offer that meets or exceeds their valuation. This makes the transfer dynamics complicated, as Chelsea will need to strike a delicate balance between meeting Bournemouth's demands and staying within their own financial constraints. Should the deal go through, Illia Zabarnyi's integration into Chelsea's defensive setup could offer several tactical advantages. One of Zabarnyi's key strengths is his versatility. He is equally adept in both a traditional back four and a three-man defense, giving manager Enzo Maresca valuable flexibility in his formations. Chelsea have at times used a three-man defensive setup, and Zabarnyi's ability to play in that system would allow Maresca to experiment with different tactical variations without compromising the team's defensive stability. Zabarnyi's composure on the ball is another significant attribute that would align well with Chelsea's approach under Maresca. The Blues have placed a strong emphasis on playing out from the back, and Zabarnyi's ability to play precise passes and initiate attacks from defense would be a welcome addition to their style of play. Additionally, his physicality and defensive attributes would complement the existing personnel in Chelsea's backline, including experienced defenders like Thiago Silva and Kalidou Koulibaly. A potential partnership between Zabarnyi and these senior players could form a strong and balanced defensive unit that combines youth, experience, and tactical discipline. The £50 million valuation set by Bournemouth reflects the defender's talent and importance to the team, but it also comes with financial implications for Chelsea. As one of the more high-profile clubs in the Premier League, Chelsea will need to carefully assess their budgetary constraints when making such a significant investment. The January transfer window is often marked by inflated prices due to the urgency of mid-season deals, and Chelsea's decision-makers will need to ensure that this acquisition fits into their broader squad development plans without overshooting their financial limits. Additionally, Chelsea's pursuit of Zabarnyi is likely to involve navigating the typical challenges of mid-season transfers. Selling clubs are often reluctant to let go of key players during the season, and with Bournemouth's strong stance on their valuation, Chelsea will need to demonstrate a clear willingness to meet that asking price. This situation could lead to protracted negotiations, which may delay the finalization of the deal. While Illia Zabarnyi's profile makes him an appealing target for Chelsea, transitioning to a club of Chelsea's stature will bring its own set of challenges. The heightened expectations, the pressure of competing for titles, and the intense competition for starting positions are factors that any new signing must navigate. Zabarnyi will need to adapt quickly to the demands of top-tier football in England, and meet the expectations that come with playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. Additionally, acclimating to Chelsea's tactical systems and building chemistry with new teammates will be crucial for Zabarnyi to make an immediate impact. The coaching staff at Chelsea will play a significant role in helping him settle in, ensuring that he integrates smoothly into the team and hits the ground running. His success at Stamford Bridge will depend not only on his technical ability, but also on his mental resilience and capacity to handle the pressures of playing for a club with Chelsea's ambitions. Chelsea's pursuit of Illia Zabarnyi underscores the club's proactive approach to addressing the defensive void left by Wesley Fofana's injury. Zabarnyi's blend of youth, experience, and defensive prowess makes him a compelling candidate to bolster Chelsea's backline. However, the complexities of mid-season transfers, compounded by Bournemouth's firm stance on his valuation and the financial considerations involved, mean that Chelsea will need to navigate this acquisition with care and strategic insight. As the January transfer window approaches, the developments surrounding this potential transfer will be closely watched by supporters and analysts alike, eager to see how Chelsea strengthens their squad for the challenges that lie ahead.